I uh I used to believe I was special, at least to some people. Definitely not my parents though. I grew up raised by my grandparents. Um didn't have anyone else to look after me. And it was good for a while till I actually got to meet my parents. And I guess I was an accident after all. I never really got the parental love that I saw other kids get. Ever since elementary school, I saw all the other parents walking their children or holding their hand, and my parents stood behind me, not even talking or looking at me, but just told me to go in. And it's it's not a big deal, I guess. I mean, some kids probably had it worse, but I remember there would be days where things wouldn't go quite well at school. I didn't really know how to speak English, so I didn't have any friends. And it was lonely. I tried to make the best of what I could, but I didn't get anything the teacher said, and oftentimes I would run out the class, which would lead me to being sent to the office. And it would happen every week. And every time that did happen, my parents got mad at me. I didn't know what to say. They would yell at me and say things like, you know, we wish we never gave birth to you. Or my mom would say, I wish I never gave birth to you. If it hadn't been for you, my life wouldn't have been so tough. And I believed her. She told me how she was in college when she had me on accident and decided to keep me because she thought I would be worth it someday. I guess that never happened, but it's not too bad. I walked to school every day from then on by myself and back. I did homework to the best of what I could do, or at least I tried, but it wasn't ever enough to them. I didn't get good grades either. I was always near the back of the line and always at the end of every progress report. And I guess to them, I was useless. They would say things like, we're raising something absolutely worthless, and by the time we're old, he's just gonna take everything from us and leave. But it's not all bad. I did my best with what I could. I couldn't make any friends, and I was pretty much a social loner for the most of my life. When middle school came around, it was really far. It was maybe a 20-minute drive, but walking took 2 hours, and even then I had to walk. Whether it was raining or it was blazing hot, I'd still have to walk. Sometimes I stare outside through the fences and I see other kids being dropped off by their parents. And oh man, do I wish it was me. But I know it'll never happen. It must be nice for them. I never really complained to them about it. Every time I tried bringing it up, they didn't have time for me. They were rarely ever home, and when they were home, they never really liked me around anyways. I do wish sometimes I had gotten a little bit more attention. Just a little bit. It never happened. I got yelled at if I stayed in my room too long. And then if I ever did come out, they make fun of me in front of other family members. I, uh, I know what to do with my life. Every time I brought up an interest or a hope for a future, they shut it down immediately, saying things like, how could you be so childish about your future? We're all depending on you, you know that? Maybe they are right. Maybe being an astronaut was so far-fetched that they couldn't believe it. And I never tried again. I just didn't feel like I was ever gonna be enough for them. By the end of middle school, my sister came in, my little sister. And she was the exact opposite of me. She knew how to do everything. Got a lot of awards for her studies, and was excellent at playing the piano. I could sense the shift from my parents. What once used to be a gloomy and cold house to me was all of a sudden filled with laughter. When I come home every day, she'd already be there playing the piano. My mom would be recording her and posting about it through her socials. She got presents for her birthdays and Christmas gifts. And I was told my birthday wasn't that special anyways, and Santa Claus wasn't real. Am I jealous of her? No. I think she deserves all of it. I couldn't succeed at anything else. I wasn't good in school. I wasn't good socially. They wouldn't even take me anywhere because they called me an embarrassment. So I spent most of my childhood either in the library or by the railroad tracks my little town had. If I'm being honest, I do wish that sometimes they would care about me a little bit more. I remember when she turned 8, they threw her a big celebration because my dad had gotten a big paycheck. But they told me to stay in my room because they said my face spoiled their mood. Do I blame them? Of course not. Just like when I was kicked out the house at 16. Never blamed them for any of it. Ever since then, I don't think my life has ever gone back on track. I'm managing. I work 3 jobs to support myself and still manage to go to college with a good GPA. And I think I'm doing alright. Or maybe I'm just lying to myself. I don't know. I do hope things get better someday. But it just seems that every year it gets worse. But I have to keep looking forward. I guess. I don't know why, but I'm alive for a reason, right? I do wish someone out there could at least know how much I'm going through, so I wouldn't be this heavy to carry out the burden by myself.